Hey, what's up, guys? I am driving, so I'm just thinking through some thoughts that I had, and it's actually interesting in like a reflection period where you're kind of sitting there wondering, about, let's say, specifically, well, maybe not just exclusively romantic relationships, but any relationship where I guess I'm going to say, I did that Bible study on trust, and that was actually really enlightening and insightful. Especially a completely different dynamic with trust in God and faith. But with people, I feel like people, it's not entirely different, but at the same time, people aren't God and God isn't people, although we were created in God's likeness. I feel like the interesting point that I was going to make is that, what point do you decide? You can trust people on different levels, right? You could trust them with you could trust them to the keys to your house, right? You could trust them driving your vehicle. You could trust them to pay their part of the bill for whatever they're doing. But at the end of the day, if there's other issues where trust needs to be built back up, how does that look to you guys? Like for me, I think that you have to see repeated behavior that aligns with the words and doesn't deviate, not even a little bit. Because I think that any deviation from if I said that I'm coming home at, I guess even being on time, that's something that I struggle with, and that could be looked at maybe on the same scale. If I say I'm going to be there at 5 and they're 5:10, 5:15, I routinely get myself into messes where I'm constantly late because I over obligated. I feel like that's not as big of a deal. Maybe I'm minimizing that, but I feel like that's a completely different thing. If you're routinely late, then most of the time, if you tell people you're going to be on time, they think you're going to be late. However, that kind of it's one chip away at your personal the trust and the integrity you have with yourself and your word. So that's something that I think that I really need to work on. I think I'm going to dig a little bit deeper down on this issue if I get any comments. But I think, we've heard this, I don't even remember what movie that was, but it was talking about circles of trust. And I completely see that, and I agree with it, because you can trust people to do different things in your life, and they will not let you down. But in some areas, maybe you've seen other behavior that you just don't even want to let those people in. And I think I guess it depends, right? It depends. Are you dating just to date? Are you dating for marriage? For me, I'm always going to be intentionally dating and trying to find a spouse, and I want to trust that person to the end, right? But anyways, that's my little thought for today. So have a beautiful, blessed day, and I'll talk to you soon. All right. Peace.